Hi guys, the purpose of this video is to walk you through the objective essay or report assignment sheet. This is 100 points, and really ultimately the goal is for you to practice writing information objectively without putting your own spin on things, just kind of reporting on information. And then a subset of that, because we are reporting, that means we're going to be doing research. And because we're doing research, that means we're going to be citing on a works cited page and using those citations to create in-text citations. So that's just another goal of this assignment, is to showcase that you've learned how to effectively include research into something that you're writing in a particular format. So you can check out the SLOs. This is going to hit on most of our course objectives. Here's the assignment. Here's what I want you to do. Pick a subtopic or a subset of your subjective essay. Okay, so you guys have selected a topic and you're thinking of, you've made an argument on this topic, you've written all of your thoughts down. I want you to find something that relates to this topic. It could be something that you mentioned maybe in your subjective essay that you would like to research further. It could just be some background information that maybe you'd like to develop your own understanding of further. But think of what you could research and then report on that is going to strengthen your overall argument. Like, what information is just going to give you more fuel to write an argument, maybe some things to include into your argumentative research paper in our third essay, but just something that you can report on right now. So you're going to research that information further and write a 2-page objective report that shares what you've learned about this subtopic. And you're going to write that objectively. So that means not evaluating any of the information or putting any kind of subjective thoughts into it, not making any arguments about it, nothing like that. Just here's a report. Here are the facts. Here's the information. All right. Write a 2-page objective report presenting the research that you've found so far or any additional research. So, last week you're working on your works cited page, you're doing some research to prepare for this essay, you're researching the subjective topic that you've been writing about, and you're furthering that. So I want you to put it all together, present your research, have in at least 4 sources of information, make sure they're credible, and then have a works cited page at the end. So again, you're going to put in-text citations throughout your objective report, and then you're going to cite all of that content formally at the end. For the best use of your time, you might want to make sure you select sources that you're pretty sure you're going to use in your argumentative research essay, so that you don't have to just completely scrap all of your research and start over starting next week once you finish the objective essay. Here's some examples, and the reason I'm including these is because I want you to kind of understand the thought process behind writing a report on a topic that you've already made an argument about, which is what you did in your subjective essay. So you might have selected, or someone might select, subjective essay topic, why daycare should be free. And they wrote all of their thoughts and their ideas on why they think daycare should be free. So thinking of what you could report on, it doesn't necessarily have to be other people's arguments about why daycare should be free, but maybe just the facts and statistics behind daycare. Like, what are the current tuition prices of daycares? Maybe thinking about why, what research can you find on why this is the price, or how does it vary based on location? You might then end up having an objective thesis, which if it's objective, it's just sharing information. That might say something like tuition costs have risen over the past 10 years and currently range from $500 to $2,000 per month, depending on location and type of daycare. And so then your objective report might cover something like the statistics of tuition, the location, tuition information that you can find, and then tuition information on the type of daycare. Again, you would all be just reporting out this information and not putting in any subjective thoughts. We can bring these two things together in our final argumentative research essay, but for right now, we're just trying to like further our own understanding of our topic by doing some research and reporting on that research. Here's another example. Maybe your subjective essay was why you think The Weeknd is the best artist. And so you wrote your subjective essay on all the reasons why you like them, all the reasons why other people might like them. What you could do now is to get that objective take is report on The Weeknd's fame, popularity, or placement on the Billboard charts. Your thesis might look something like, again, fact-based. The Weeknd has risen to fame in the past 10 years, is most popular with the age range of 20 to 30-year-olds, and has many top 100 Billboard hits. Here's one more example that is a little bit different from all of the rest. So maybe you've been working on a subjective essay about why we need to be more environmentally conscious. And maybe your argument is that we need to include more environmental science education starting in elementary school. Well, what could you do to just deepen your understanding and broaden your own knowledge of your topic? You could write a report on the history of recycling. And so your thesis for that might look like the history of recycling can be categorized into object type, method of collection, and laws or policies surrounding recycling practices. And those would be the topics that you wrote about and reported on in your objective essay. So in this example, maybe you're thinking about science education in elementary school as maybe a way to be more environmentally conscious as a group of people. But one of the things that might help you really make your argument is consider the history of recycling. So you could write a report that's maybe a little bit more tangential to your topic, that's not exactly right on point, but it relates, and that would be okay to do. If you have questions about, this was my subjective essay topic, here's my objective report idea. Is this, maybe you're worried that it might not relate enough, but you have a reason of why you think that it would help you develop your own understanding to make your argument, then you can always email me, run it by me, but I'm sure that I would approve whatever you're thinking. As long as if I can see the connection, even if I have to stretch it a little bit, it's probably fine. And then email me if for some reason you are just not interested in pursuing the argument or topic in your subjective essay, and you would like to switch topics for your objective report and then continue that topic into a new argumentative research essay, just send me an email and let me know that that's what you're doing, so that that we're in communication and that I know what's going on. Okay. Again, the definition of objective means not influenced by personal feelings or opinions. So all you're doing in this essay is just reporting information. You want 2 pages, so pretty brief report. Ideally, I would like you to not exceed 3 pages. This is going to kind of force you to decide what is the most important information, especially if you have a topic where there's a lot of content and you could write 6-10 pages of reporting. How can you condense that down? What's the most important? And then this is also going to kind of force you to maybe avoid over quoting of your research, trying to think about how you can paraphrase the thoughts or ideas of others if you're including those. So 3 pages is certainly a challenge and a maximum of what I would like you to do, but it's going to give you some valuable practice in writing concisely and condensing a lot of research into just a short report. Again, you need to have 4 sources of credible research. Try to think of sources that will benefit your final argument as well. And feel free to use any research that you've already completed or found from your Works Cited page. Okay, so some things that I am looking for your assignment to do here is follow the structure that you'll see in the next page. Make sure that you're summarizing, paraphrasing, quoting information. Make sure you do this in a blended way. Like I said before, you shouldn't be excessively quoting. You don't want to be quoting back to back. You want to include your own paraphrasing, understanding of the ideas. Again, it's not subjective, so I'm not looking for your own ideas, but your words and paraphrases can show that you understand what you've read, and that's really important. If you have too many quotes, it either suggests laziness on your part or just not understanding what it is that you're reading. Make sure you present your information and ideas logically and clearly, organized based on standard paragraph structures. So you still need topic sentences, then you put your details and have a concluding sentence, and discuss at least 3 points. So you might just have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion, and that's okay. You will be quoting and introducing material, even if it's just paraphrased or summarized. So make sure that you have lead-in phrases. This is something that we're going to be working on over this middle section of the class. You definitely don't want to analyze, interpret, or judge any of your sources because those are subjective things to do. You just want to present the information. If you don't like the information or you don't find it credible, then don't include it in your report and find something else. But don't try to avoid all subjectivity for this. And then because of that, you won't have any statements like I, me, or my, or I think, or in my opinion. You won't have anything like that because we are not putting that content into this part of our research report right now. You can check out an example if you want. Here we've got the structure. It's pretty familiar. We've gone over the structure of an essay already. So you're going to have an introduction. You might need to put background information into your report, and you can just follow the same guidelines. What is it that your reader needs to know before getting into the details of this report to maybe just understand some context? That's probably what you're giving here is context. Have your thesis. You probably want to refer back to that chart on one of the previous pages where there's some example thesis statements. These are really going to be fact-based. They're not going to be argumentative. You could have a purpose statement even. The purpose of this report is to explain something or define something, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to share, inform your reader about. Okay, make sure you have topic sentences. Topic sentences, just like the thesis for an objective essay, are going to be fact-based. So what is it that is the primary main idea? Not argument, but main idea for this paragraph. Really just here's what we're talking about in this paragraph, and that's what your type of topic sentences will look like. For example, the U.S. has been recycling various types of materials since its founding. That is a statement that can be proven or disproven, and those are the types of statements that you would be making in your topic sentences. Not arguments, nothing that we could, qualify, but just a statement of fact. Supporting details will be all of the research that you've found, summarized, paraphrased, and quoted, including in-text citations and lead-in phrases. You should try to blend more than one source within your paragraphs because you're going to organize it topic by topic and not source by source. So there's no reason to just have one source in one paragraph and then another source in the next paragraph. I would encourage you to try to blend those sources to show, you're getting ideas on a topic, you're getting facts and statistics on a topic from a number of places. And then in your conclusion, restate your thesis, same fact. So what? This is probably where, if you were going to include any subjectivity, this is probably where you can put it. What is it from this research that could inform your argument? You can think forward here, and you can be a little bit subjective in your conclusion, but nowhere else in your essay. All right, format this in MLA format, in-text citations, works cited page. If you are interested in creating a synthesis matrix to organize the research that you found, then please email me because I will explain a little bit more. And if you would like to do that, then you can get 10 bonus points on this assignment. I will send you a video on what is a synthesis matrix and how to use it to organize research. So email me if that's something you're interested in. it's open for everyone to do. And then the last content on this assignment sheet is the rubric contract, which just tells you everything that I am looking for in order to score full points. So if you have any questions about that, you can let me know. Also, if you have any questions about anything in this overview video or about writing the objective report, please send me an email. I'm here to help if you need it.